like that. That was cool.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you
Good
liked
job,
that.
Ian.
Thanks.
That was a good vibe.
That was another one of the randomized DrawBomb theme songs that plays on the show, and that was like one of the new ones that I made in like the last, like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I would say. So yeah,
I love it.
Wow. Hold on. Oh, so you just activated my trap card. Hold on.
Saying wow.
Yeah, wait.
I like how for so many things on your soundboard you have to be like, all right, everybody, wait, stop what you're doing. Like, totally kill all momentum.
I need to get the soundboard ready to go as soon as the show starts. Is what I need to do.
I think the rule of the soundboard is if you can get it out in time for it to be relevant, you win. But if you don't get it in time, you just lost that opportunity, and you have to wait till the next one.
That's very true. That's very true. Man, what a way to start the show. I am Ian. Who are you, person who is insulting me and just like yelling at me?
I'm Brandon, co-host of DrawBomb.
Wow.
I feel like we have to what order of introductions do we do? Because we're co-streaming, so who gets priority?
I feel like
I guess
you guys
we both
get priority. It's your show.
That's a good point.
Well,
I'm just guest starring.
Matt was streaming, and we were audible on his stream earlier, so he got his introduction in. Like we already said hi, so
That's true.
This is our show now. We had a theme song. Clearly, there's more of a structure, I would say.
Yeah, that means we take over. We're in charge now. Look at us.
We're
the
back.
captains now.
We are the dinosaurs riding the go-karts, or the
We're the dinosaurs hanging out with the orphans.
That's right. Man.
The movies.
We managed to talk about that show for like the second time in a row since like talking to each other.
You know. Who else we got here? For our viewers.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hey, yeah.
Who's that frog next to you? Who's that frog next to me over there? Who's that? Who's that frog?
I'm Great Frog. I'm Great Frog Wizard. I've been on this show before. However, it was under a different alias entirely. It was Many Hats Matt. I am now the Great Frog Wizard.
Wow. So you're okay if we refer to you as Many Hats by accident. You're okay if we do that to you.
I am not. I will correct you promptly.
Oh my god.
Don't you dare.
Okay, Mr. Wizard.
He's changed.
Mr. Wizard is exactly how I want you to address me from now on.
Mr. Wizard was my father.
I'm Great Frog.
I'm Great Frog. Mr. Wizard was my father.
Oh man.
Well, it's great to have you on the show. Drawn along.
You know,
it's great to be here.
Seeing that little frog down there like speak for you makes me want to do more Dungeons and DrawBombs. We never really did do that follow-up episode.
I gave Frog an out. I said, it's just gonna be chill. You're just gonna come along, draw. You don't have to DM. I specifically told him. Not that there's any like negativity with that, but this is much easier and more, chill, I think.
Absolutely.
True. I have to do so much more work when I have to DM for you guys. And then half of it usually is just like, well, that's not used because we went somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun though. So thank you for your sacrifice and your service.
You're welcome. Also, I have a cat distracting me, and I'm so not used to draw pile anymore. Come on.
It's different.
It's kind of
It's
different. Like similar. It's like familiar, but different. You gotta kind of get the feel for it.
Feels different. I gotta like get back into the groove of like how to actually draw on this thing.
Yeah.
I will say it's better than it was. It might still take like some getting used to, but they've definitely like made it feel more like a real thing. Than like some weird free app.
Yeah, it feels like if the creators of Drawpile had their druthers, like Drawpile would be an app that was like more robust and comprehensive, like a Clip Studio Paint or a Photoshop or something like that, or a Krita, It feels like they want to ultimately have it go towards that direction, but with the shared canvas, which, I mean, hey, that's pretty cool. I could do that, but, I
mean, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that, but in the meantime, like where they're at with it is not bad, and the fact that DrawBomb has been running on DrawPile for so long. Yeah, like
if it were to go away, this show would.
What would we use? I guess Magma, right? I guess we would use Magma.
Yeah, we'd find something else, but it wouldn't be as good.
I will say, thank God for when I saw that Magma existed, I did wipe my brow and go, "Whoo!" A backup in case DrawPile ever like bites the dust for some reason.
Nice to have that.
Yeah.
Contingency plan.
Because what? We're gonna go back to like iScribble? Like what the fuck?
Absolutely not. The show is
iScribble is
over.
A deep pull.
Yeah, that's how we started this show.
In a long time. Yeah,
that's how we started.
When I heard of it, actually.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time on iScribble in the past. Lotus Clock in the chat. I actually met him through iScribble, and then I met Ian through Lotus Clock.
That's right.
So iScribble is part of the DrawBomb
origin story.
History.
Family.
In there.
History.
Well, that's a fun deep dive, isn't that? I didn't even know that. And that's not true. I completely knew that. Wouldn't that be if I legitimately didn't know that, would you be like, what the fuck?
I'd be like, oh, Ian hit his head, I think, because he definitely knew that.
That'd be a hell of a memory, a thing to memory hole, you know? Like that'd be wild. That'd be concerning.
Let's see here. Just trying to read
the chat.
So Lotus Clock says, is Froggy gonna join us on Magma board? Today I'm leaving plenty of room for other friends to join, I promise. Well, Froggy, he's in the main show. He's drawing this balloon man.
Yeah. Like the Magma is like sitting at the
glasses.
Oh man.
Ian, you messed up the Magma screen again.
That's the
third week in a row.
That's the tutorial on how to rig a VTuber puppet, because I have to do that for a commission. I forgot to do it once again. I actually told myself, don't forget.
We also got Gianna Luna in the chat throwing out a wow. And we got Life and Den, Lotus Clock, Margot over from Frog's chat. It's a good time. We're having a great time.
We're here. Time. We're good.
We're here, and when you're here, your family.
Your family. Oh God. Oh man.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, you're fine. Vietnam flashbacks.
Am I allowed to dox you slightly and say why that's so jarring?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, maybe. Yes. Actually, I mean, now it's kind of obvious. I used to work for Olive Garden. I still work for Olive Garden now. Dox me.
He used to, and he still does. So there you go.
I'm back to it.
I mean to throw out their corporate slogan in your face. That seems rude.
We're all family here.
Do they make you all say it together when you start a shift? We're family. We're here and we're family. We're here and we're family.
Yeah, as soon as you clock in, you have to at least repeat it 10 times with your
it's like a Hail Mary.
Mates. It's a Hail Mary. You all go in the back and they take you into the Hail Mary?
In like the Catholic Church, what do they call it when like you're like repenting and you have to do 10?
Isn't that a Hail Mary?
It's a rosary, isn't it?
No.
Well, the rosary is, I think, the necklace or something.
No, but they also call doing the thing a rosary, I think.
Really?
Okay, I thought there was something like you have to give 10 Hail Marys or something
penance?
like that.
Maybe it's a penance.
I don't know. Any Catholics in the chat?
What'd you just say to me?
Oh yeah, everyone in the chat's saying penance.
He called you a penis, I think. Anyways.
Well, yep. Man, we're already
Any
going
frogs,
to
welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to DrawBomb. Good to have you back.
Yeah, so it's great to be back. In fact, hold on, let me give a reintroduction. Let me do a reintroduction here. Okay. Hi there, I'm the Great Frog Wizard.
Oh my.
Hey.
Yes,
he comes with a soundboard. This is my kind of guy.
God damn, a man after my own heart.
There's 3 soundboards at our fingertips now. Is that too much power?
I think it might be.
This might be like a Tower Battle situation. God might smite us.
Jesus.
I am so proud of you and you.
Wow. Two times
yeah.
in the same
Yeah,
soundboard?
well,
Yeah.
Whip,
This is
snap. Whip, purr, snap, purse.
I'm sorry, this is gonna be
wow. Wow. Okay.
Welcome to DrawBomb,
me-
folks, to the show where. Okay, Brandon.
It's the show where.
What have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to? Let's see. Anything new? Sheesh. Just been working. I've consumed some media. I'll discuss that when we get to that part. What have I been working on? Nothing. Not anything too fun. Just day job stuff. I've been serving people. I've been slanging steaks. You know, I've been feeding hungry rich people, and they are hungry. You know,
hungry hippos.
They need. Yeah, exactly. Who can eat the most beads?
Is that for penance? Are those hippos doing penance?
For penance? They're doing penance.
I throw a pail of beads onto the floor, and they all eat
Save
as many
3
of them
Hail
as they
Marys.
can. It's a fun time. I don't. It's what rich people like to do. I don't know. It's like one of those rich people freaky parties that like society's not supposed to know about. It's where they eat a bunch of beads. They all race to eat the most beads possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why they do it.
I don't know why they do that.
They're a bunch of freaks.
They are a bunch of
A
freakazoids. I don't know.
bunch of freaks.
A bunch of weirdos.
Beads off the floor.
That's
Fucking weirdos.
So no, just been at normal job a lot, and also we have been getting absolutely dumped on in snow for like days straight. So it's been kind of like a snowed in situation. We haven't left the house, which has been kind of fun. Just been playing a lot of like Overcooked with my yeah exactly. I've been Agent Snowden is hiding in my house. Do not tell the American government.
Oh my god. He's there. Wait, is his girlfriend there? Is he still with his girlfriend?
We've been playing Overcooked. Me and Snowden.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell Morgan that you called her Agent Snowden.
That's not what I was implying, but yeah, that's fair. It's a disguise, you know. He's been pretending to be my wife for years just so he could hide under the radar.
Oh my god, I couldn't even tell. That disguise really worked.
He's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, he is
Snowden.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and I actually love him now. I've found it just happened. It wasn't on purpose. It just kind of happened.
That'll do it. That'll do it sometimes.
Yeah. So me and Morgan have been playing a lot of Overcooked, and we've been watching a lot of shows. You know, regular snow day behavior. It's good stuff. We're still in the fun part of a snow day where you're not like, get me out of here.
Right.
Oh, so you're not quite at the point of like
Eating each other.
World renowned. Well, I was gonna say here's Johnny. You know, you're not at the point that you're on the typewriter saying that you need
Look,
more
she
play.
locked me in a freezer and hit me with a bat, but we worked through those differences. I'm back now. I snapped out of it.
You don't have the shinning?
He's not
He's
not quite at the shinning levels of snow day.
No.
Okay.
No, we're good. No. That's like a snow like
Apocalypse.
6 months. That's not a snow day. That's
yeah.
And the shinning. They're in there for a while.
They're there for like 3 months, not 6, but like, you know, it's for a while, but like not.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you guys have been getting dumped on with snow. I got to go home early yesterday because we were getting dumped on with snow. So that was great.
Yeah. Speaking of that, oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I have nothing. Please, save me. I don't know.
I was gonna say. Speaking of that, Lotus Clock says where I live, regular snow day behavior is still go to work like every other day. That's true here too. I just have had these days off also. So I was out of work and it's snowing a lot, so I'm not gonna go out. But if I was scheduled, I would totally have to go to work in this. Like we don't get snow days.
Yeah, the only reason
snow day.
Yeah, exactly.
The main reason we had to go home is that like when I was driving home, I legitimately just didn't know where the street was, like versus the sidewalk, and that was becoming an issue.
Yeah, I've had a few of those this year.
Yeah.
I was tracking it down the highway was a kind of a scary event last time I did that. But yeah, it's been, I don't know. This winter's been interesting. How's it for you, Matt? Or Frog?
Mr. Wizard.
The Wizard, Mr. Wizard. You know, honestly, I'm a big fan of snow, but I'm not quite a fan of this cold. This cold sucks.
Yeah,
this cold sucks hard.
It's painful to be outside.
Today's the coldest day we've had yet, at least where I live.
Literally, I walked out to my car this morning, and my mustache froze.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Solid.
Well, I mean, it's a big mustache, so that's a lot to freeze.
He's got a lot to freeze in a short amount of time.
Ian, Frog has like a Sam Elliott thing going on right now.
Oh my
it's
god! You're not the only
Elliott,
person. My brother's growing a mustache. My coworker at work, Joe, is growing a mustache. BJ Honeycutt on MASH is growing a mustache. It's crazy. It's wild.
I've considered it.
I've taken a picture of myself with a mustache.
They've always been sexy. It's just now obvious how sexy they are.
I'm
there
glad
was a
that
millisecond in the like 90s, 2000s where they were considered goofy, but they're back.
Yeah,
just like they were in the 70s.
I'm glad they're back because you know what, the less style choices that we shame, the more people can just express themselves with like who they are and things like that, and that's always a positive.
Everybody looking.
I love that beautiful perspective, Ian. That's
like everybody looking different. You know, we don't all have to walk around with our broccoli haircuts and all be the same, right? We can all be different.
If you want facial hair, you don't.
Broccoli haircuts.
if you want, the broccoli haircuts have been a lot. If you want to have facial hair, you're not restricted to having. If you got hair up here, you got to have hair down here. Now you can just have hair up here. You can have, you know, like we've.
I see what's going on. Ian's making this about himself. He's had a lot of.
Now.
He's pushing his facial hair insecurities into his. I
have Ian, I have a suggestion to overcome those.
You don't need to make a suggestion. He's just lying to
you. No, he needs to hear it. He really needs to hear it.
I don't. I promise you,
it's a real thing.
Listen, okay. I have 2 words. Jojoba oil. Jojoba oil.
Hobo oil.
Just take. Yeah, hobo oil. No, it's spelled Jojoba
while they're sleeping.
Oil. And collect their oil.
Collect the oil. Yeah.
What?
If they wake up, it sours the oil. You have to get it.
It's not any. You can't just get it from any hobo. You have to get it from a boxcar hobo.
Oh, okay.
So they're moving.
They're rare.
They're moving.
They're moving.
I gotta find a train.
You have to find a train first, and then from there, the process in which to wring it out from their skin.
How do you extract
very, very delicate
oil?
But you take a tincture to their sweat glands.
I wanted you to be like, you gotta squeeze them like an accordion. You go, and they just, into a bucket.
Leave those people alone.
Every hobo you find will have a bucket.
Truly, though, leave them alone. They need assistance.
They don't need to squeeze them.
No, please don't squeeze them.
Do not squeeze the hobo.
That they want.
Do not squeeze the hobo. Let the hobo squeeze you.
Process at the same time. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's the rule. Don't squeeze the hobos. Let the hobo squeeze you.
It's got to be a hug.
You're gonna love my child clowns.
Child clown. Here at Child Clown Emporium. Wait, is that a
rip in peace, Bobo? It is. It's a Tim and Eric bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tim and Eric. I haven't watched any of their stuff in a very long time.
That's a classic one.
That was one of the shows I binged during the pandemic. What's up?
Was it really?
That's a good one. We actually watched a lot of it during that too. I was surprised. I was kind of thinking it was gonna like, there's like a vibe check with Tim and Eric. You show it to some friends and they're like, oh, and then others are like, they get it and they're on board. Morgan was on board, and I was surprised by that.
I'm not surprised at all. Morgan's cool as hell. Morgan's cool as hell. I'm not surprised at all.
I just
is.
I think those. So I think with Tim and Eric, it's not mutually exclusive. I think if that show's not your vibe, I don't blame you, even though I love it. You know
it's a very off-putting show on purpose. Like they mean to be sort of weeding out the people who aren't going to fit their vibe.
It's like shit posting skits.
It really is.
It's not for everybody, and no harm or no shame if you don't like it. I understand why you don't. In fact, there's a lot of sketches that I watch of Tim and Eric where I'm like, nope, that one wasn't the one.
Every Tim and Eric sketch is a coin flip, you know?
Yeah. So that's why no shame if you're not feeling it for anybody.
Yeah. But I'm glad she enjoyed.
I'll shame.
Mad Lad says mustaches are in. Yes, Mad Lad.
Mustaches are very in.
Rocking a mustache.
There's been a lot of people if you go to like YouTube and if you go to like random channels where it's like a person who shows themselves like presenting a video or something like that, there's a very good chance you're gonna find somebody who's just rocking a mustache. Like, you know, they're back, baby. Yeah. Mustaches are back, like a dinosaur on a go-kart, or is it a golf? What are they? What's the dinosaur riding on?
What?
Excuse me?
And we're back.
They don't ride anything. Oh, a parade float.
Doesn't he
explain this to me, please?
Doesn't he?
Have you seen the movie? We need to do a deep dive into this. Ian or Frog, have you seen We're Back? It's a 90s movie. It's kind of, I don't know what it's like it's not Disney. I mean, it's like,
I think it's Warner Brothers. I think it was like when it's like when Steven Spielberg was like really like financing some animation or something like that. You know, he was kind of like doing Animaniacs and Hysteria. I think We're Back was part of that potentially, or it was Dream.
Disney plays maybe. Things safe. They keep it tight. It's not always the best for creativity, but regardless, their products are like, you kind of know what to expect. And then there was this like fringe big budget animation that happened in the 90s, like All Dogs Go to Heaven, where there's weird shit happening in that, like dogs going to hell and like a big like alligator singing show tunes and mob boss like cats killing animals, weird stuff. And then there was like We're Back, which have you seen this movie, Matt? Are you familiar with its existence?
I have. I feel like I'm aware of its existence, but I've never watched it.
This might be some oversimplification, but here is the quick and short of it, as much as I can remember.
Hey guys, what layer am I drawing?
There is an alien.
What?
Title 2.
Title 2? Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
That's troublesome.
That's a problem.
So there's an alien, all right? And he apparently has the ability to travel through time and also teleport things through time. He goes back in time to dinosaur times, and he gives some dinosaurs magic cereal. This magic cereal makes the dinosaurs conscious, and not only that, but it changes their look. They're like, there's literally an animation sequence where the dinosaur eats the cereal, and then his eyes move closer to each other and turn into cartoon eyes. So he looked like a scary T-Rex before.
What?
So it makes them sentient, and they're able to talk, and makes them like nice.
And the T-Rex is voiced by John Goodman.
That's awesome. I didn't remember that part.
Isn't that who he's voiced by?
You're probably right. I don't remember any of the voices of these characters.
Okay.
I'll
confirm.
And then they're teleported back to modern or to present day to keep orphans company, lonely orphans. These friendly dinosaurs. And that's about the plot from what I remember.
So first of all, there's Universal Pictures that made the
silence
movie.
Is me processing everything you just said to me. It sounds like a fever dream.
So
it is a fever dream. Marjo says, yes, I loved We're Back. Can you confirm or deny my assessment? And then also continue, Ian.
John Goodman was in fact the voice of the T-Rex. I was correct.
That's awesome.
Jay Leno was the voice of the alien. It seems like Martin Short was the voice.
That makes it weirder.
Yeah. Martin Short was the voice of something. Rhea Perlman was the voice of something.
Wow.
Walter Cronkite was the voice of somebody.
Really? Walter Cronkite?
Walter Cronkite.
Strange movie.
Larry King was a voice.
Another famous mustache right there.
Jim Cummings.
Big Jimmy?
Do not come. Do not come.
But yeah, so We're Back. It came out in 1993, and it was by Universal Pictures. It was directed by. It had 4 directors: Dick Zondag, Phil Nibelink, Ralph Zondag, and Simon Wells. I know.
Nibelink himself.
Zondag and Nibelink. Those are like unused aliens that like next to Kang and Kratos from The Simpsons.
Yeah. That's weird. I want to look up the actual like official like quick summary synopsis.
Ask ChatGPT.
Could do that.
Ask ChatGPT to summarize it like Alien.
Wow.
So as itself.
So
in the voice of an alien that's curious about how humans reproduce.
Oh my god. Are you asking me to do this?
Yeah. I'm not gonna stink up my GPT history with that.
Here's the yeah, I don't want to ruin that. I don't want to break its brain more. Synopsis: 4 fun-loving dinosaurs take a trip to New York City, courtesy of Captain New Eyes, the time-traveling alien intent on bringing some joy to the lives of orphans in the Big Apple, or children in the Big Apple. So they're in New York City too, right?
Yeah.
This alien's like, I know how to make these kids happy. Bring them dinosaurs.
The city
I'm gonna
that
bring
never
these children
sleeps.
dinosaurs. That's something. Could we give them like
parents?
Money, parents. No, dinosaurs. You get dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs brings happiness, guys.
It's like the military is gonna come and take these kids' dinosaurs immediately. Like this is a not thought out plan.
Yeah, the alien did not think this through.
Maybe the alien just wants chaos.
Maybe. There's also something interesting I remember. The alien's brother is the bad guy in the movie, and it's just like a weird man. Like, so it's like an alien. It's like a cartoon alien who looks like I don't know, like Fred Flintstone's friend, whatever that guy's name was.
Barney.
And then
Barney.
No, not that friend. The alien friend. There's an alien that visits Fred Flintstone and George Jetson.
The Great Gazoo.
But he looks like that kind of, and then his brother is just like an evil man. I don't know. Maybe they're stepbrothers.
Okay.
I don't know why I remember so much about this movie that I've seen like one time.
I
think even as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" And it stuck with me because of that.
I'm kind of perplexed, but also just like, I'm impressed that you're able to recall all of that. I have to watch it now.
Maybe we can watch it on stream one of these times.
I was thinking maybe we could do it for our Tuesday stream while we're like setting up. Yeah, we'll do a watch party of We're Back tomorrow while we're setting up streamer.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. That'd be cool. Let's do that. I like it.
Okay.
Cool.
Tuesdays, I think we're gonna kind of do like an open door policy. I want to implement a lot of these puppets if we have friends come in. So like if no pressure, but like if you pop in,
I basically don't need to ever delete this puppet from the OBS setup. So like anytime that's
I have the
stream.
Tuesdays set up too.
That's true. That's right.
But yeah, if he comes back, we'll use it again. Obviously.
Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't throw it away.
You're gonna throw away my puppet?
You're like, sorry, it's a one-time use.
Let me name it. Matt's puppet, or a great frog wizard.
Probably. I mean, frog is good too. You can just refer to me as Frog. It's the same syllables as Matt.
This is true. Hey, yo, Frog.
Yo, what up?
Yo, Frog. See
Frog.
how easy that worked, Ian?
Yeah. See, you just. You
Why are you resisting so much, Ian?
Why are you?
I'm sorry.
Just become one with the frogs.
I'm just a stickler for the rules, and it's tough for me to change. But soon my eyes will be opened after a stunning reversal when fortunes change, and I am shown the light by the protagonist. And the summer house is saved.
Wow.
I don't know.
Dude's free writing a movie right now.
Yeah, he was. I was really, I was engaged.
Nokia
Ian, how's
engage.
your week been?
It's been all right. Just been working a whole lot. Then when I come home from work, I'm tired and I go right to sleep.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
do a little bit more of that. I do too much like I need to take control of my day. I'm gonna stay awake all night, and then
I feel that.
Yeah, that's what happened to you and me, Brandon. Like the other night, we ended up just staying up till
fun,
4 in the morning.
Like 6.
Yeah, it was
something early.
I want to do that, but like I just can't. Like summon the the awakeness
Yours is different,
in my
'cause
body.
you have to get up early. I'm a second shift, so I can like get things sorted out before I have to go back to work the next day. If I had to work at like 8 a.m., I could not stay up till 4 a.m. I would die.
I know. Still, I
How
wish
about you,
I had more
Frog?
time in the day. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
How have you been? You know, what's new? Anything you want to talk about as to like what you've been up to? You know,
so,
as much or as little as you want to.
I've been developing my own video game.
What?
Yeah.
That's a
So
legitimate reaction from me. I actually haven't known this, so like this is my first. I didn't know you guys had something fucking planned up your. I should have known you guys had something up your sleeves. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt. Tell us.
I'll plug it. So like, here's the deal. My current stream schedule will be Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this is going to be related to the game dev thing. I'll go into that. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I stream. Half of the day or half of the stream will be some sort of process, either artwork. I actually have to like focus and not draw for a second. Artwork, coding, brainstorming, writing, or just like talking through processes. And that will go on for maybe 2-3 hours. And then I'll go right into like playing some sort of video game and we'll chill, right? So I've been developing a video game specifically like around an idea called what did I name it? The working title is it's such a fun little
Animal Well.
Basically Animal Well. No, basically it's a game where you've died, right? You're a little skeleton guy who shows up. It's called abeyance. There we go. Abeyance. Basically, you wake up on an island and you don't know how you died, but you've died. And the island represents the time or place in between death and the afterlife. Or life in the afterlife, however you want to, like, coin it.
A purgatory situation.
Purgatory situation. And on this island are tons of characters, and like, you wake up on the beach, you walk into this little town, it's like a beach town, and it's just like, it's normal people at first, but then you start, like, noticing really weird things, like a sentient vending machine, a crab king, like a big glob that's blocking your path from like one part of the island to the other. And you uncover a story by getting hired by Death as his assistant to do tasks on this island. And when you do these tasks, it uncovers a mystery of what this place is and how you died. And as you develop your own story by making decisions or by taking on certain quests or tasks during your day, it will change your end story. So each player will have a totally different ending. So it's mostly like writing heavy. And the cool thing, the really fun little mechanic that I love that caused me to have this idea in the first place was that your little skeleton guy, he's growing a flower out of his head. And depending on the decisions that you make, the flower will be a different type of flower as it blooms. So you'll start going towards a different path visually too. And as you go through your days, there will be certain decisions that will cut you off from other decisions. And you would have to play through in order to see like more of those pathways. And this island is not just a basic island. Like, you're not just gonna go into the jungle or like it's a temperate forest. So like you're not going to go into the forest and then it's just going to be forest. No, you'll go into caves and suddenly you're like in a whole other world. Like it's a dream-like concept. And it defies all of realities because you're not really in any reality. So it's a really fun game concept because most of it is just exploration, dialogue, choices, and like little puzzles.
So you're making a walking simulator, is what you're saying? I'm kidding.
Yes,
I know
exactly. A Christopher Walken simulator.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm
this
walking
flower of growing from my head. It blooms.
Exactly. So that's the concept, right?
Yeah.
And I've been teaching myself code for over a year now.
Cool.
Doing it through Game Maker. Like I'm just going directly in the engine. I skipped all of the other stuff, like doing all of the man, my brain is not braining right now. Doing all the foundational classes, I started doing those, like the free Harvard classes and everything, and I got bored really fast. And then I tried like other problem solving lessons too, and I was just like, I don't see how learning how to make an array is going to teach me how to make a game or what the significance of it is. And then once I went into Game Maker, exactly. And so I didn't know that until I opened up Game Maker, and then it was like, do you want to know how to make an inventory? And then you open up the lesson plan, and then it's like, we're going to teach you how to make an array.
Oh, that's why the Game Maker has lessons in it. I didn't know that. So
it's like perfectly set up for me to have context for the uses of the code, so I don't have to just like it's like taking a math class. Like math class for me, I was like, what's the point? What's the point of all this? Math is awesome if you have applications for it.
Right, exactly.
But I never saw a point for it because I never had applications for it in my everyday life.
Yeah, some of the stuff they're teaching you is like, you're like, okay, I know you keep telling me I'm going to use this at the grocery store, but I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. In fact, I probably haven't.
Anything past like algebra is kind of like, I don't really need it unless I'm using it.
Exactly.
For like specific tasks, in my opinion. Some people might disagree. So
in the time that I've been learning and teaching myself how to make the game, I've been making small mini games, and those small mini games actually have become like mechanics in this current game.
Nice.
And it's got like a whole, I've timelined the entire thing. I've scheduled out the first full quarter of this year, and I've been on schedule. I have over 250 characters already made.
Wow.
I've started.
That's a lot of characters.
That's a lot of characters, and they're all gonna have dialogue. Imagine how much lines of dialogue I have to put in.
Make sure you make a
all
nice
you do is
flow
have
chart.
AI do all that for you, and
They're all gonna be in a great flow chart. I have something called a mural, which has a flow chart for each character. And that's how I've been writing out the plot points of decisions. And then I'll take each plot point and I'll make a sticky note and I'll fill out the dialogue that's taking place and then the choices that you get over the top of each decision tree. It's cool. It's a cool process.
Very cool. That's cool. They've been learning coding. I didn't know that. I've been actually learning coding myself for the last 4 months.
No kidding.
Yeah, I've been. I got myself a membership to boot.dev for a year, and I've been taking their courses. I just finished another one of their one of their actual courses in their backend track yesterday. I finished learning algorithms, which was different types of algorithms and polynomial time and non-deterministic polynomial time and things like that. So that was very fun. Yeah, it's been interesting and it's been a cool, rewarding process. And I've been talking with my buddy Kyle. Kyle took college classes on coding and things like that. And we've been talking about making games ourselves once we get far enough along. And my buddy Paul has hit me up recently and was like, "Hey, I'm working on a game. Would you like to code on it in like 6 months or so when it's ready for that?" And I was like, "If I'm capable, sure."
If I know how, then yes.
Yeah, so that's been interesting. But yeah, so I've got some game ideas that like I was tired of just like having these game ideas in my head that I couldn't make, and like, you know, it feels goofy to be like, you should make this game. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll make the games myself.
There you go.
And thank you, Gianna,
Amazing.
for congratulating me on the on the course. But yeah,
That's
so I've been
freaking cool, Ian.
So I know quite a bit of Python at this point, and I'm learning like ways that, you know, you guys were talking about, like you were talking about like how does an array work, and like when am I going to use an array. I'm learning things like that, like when to use an array, when to use a stack, when to use a queue, when to use things like that, when to use algebra, and like, you know, an actual applications for that kind of stuff. So it's been an interesting process.
Awesome.
I've never, like, when I was in school and I kept thinking about how I really wanted to make video games, and I'm talking like elementary school. I really wanted to make video games. Then I found out that you had to learn code, and then I took one coding class, and the teacher was so dry. I was just like, maybe this isn't for me.
I feel that.
And then I just like never pursued it. And then I basically gained every skill that you need to make a game except for code. And then I was like, well, okay, it feels dumb not to just teach myself code at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Point, yeah.
Have you?
I think that sometimes too.
Sorry, go ahead, Brandon.
No, that was just agreeing.
Oh, okay. Have you checked out boot.dev, Matt?
So Brandon turned me on to that, talking about your journey, because I knew a little bit about it, that you were coding, and I'm actually really happy that more than one person in this group is learning how to code, and now I'm interested in learning on boot.dev just to like keep up with fundamentals, because now I have a good idea of like how to make things project by project.
Cool.
Anytime I'm like, how do I make this mechanic? I can kind of Frankenstein together all the knowledge I've pieced from different lessons, which is kind of how I draw too.
Yeah.
So it works, but I think it would be better to have like a fundamental. I should revisit the fundamentals.
I feel that it's good to go to it's always good to go back to the basics if you're ever feeling a little rusty. That's what I found. Like sometimes I felt like my drawing is a bit like feeling out of whack, and when I'm feeling that way, I go back to the fundamentals. I draw some boxes and I figure out how drawing boxes in three dimensions works, you know?
I'm going to interrupt real quick just for a second because Lotus Clock is about to head out, and I thought we should look at the magma real fast if they're still here to see.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Lotus Clock. Wait, Lotus, wait.
No, it's all good.
Wait, Lotus.
Don't go!
Pull it up. Wait, how do I look at it?
We're going to it right now.
You can either go to that link or you can watch on the stream. We're going to go to it right now, but
Here, I'll open up magma and stream it real quick so that y'all can see.
There it is.
Is that it?
Join.
The rhinoceros, or the rhinoceros man.
Okay.
Do I have to create an account?
Oh, okay. Since it was one drawing, I wasn't sure whose drawing it was what, and I just wanted to make sure.
I drew the giraffe.
Okay.
I didn't color it. I should do that.
I love that.
Maybe
I
I'll do it
I love that hungry rhinoceros, Lotus Clock.
Yeah, that's right. That guy has been eating some beads. I can tell.
That's right.
Beautiful drawing as always, Lotus Clock. Thanks for
thank you for
joining in with the drawing.
Thank you for hanging out. We always appreciate your participation in DrawBomb. Thank you for being here.
Real quick to kind of go through the chat. Leviathan Den says, "I love the pizza guy. Thanks, Mamma Mia." Lotus Clock says, "When you're taking on like."
Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
I want to pop my balloon. I want him go.
He's nervous about that. He's sweating. He doesn't want to pop.
He's ready.
I like your balloons. He's taking a little DrawBomb guy with him.
He is.
He is. I halfway through I figured out which brush I really like, and now I'm ready for the next drawing. But go ahead.
That's part of the struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jen Lewis says, I've never been a math girly. Me neither. It's tough out there, you know. I avoided it as much as I could in my life. But I cheated to get through math in high school, just full honesty. And then when I got to college, I found out that I had to, for my basics, if I took astronomy, it counted as a math course. So I took that to get my basics, which actually ended up having a lot of real math in it. Like there was no avoiding it really. And then I passed that. And then when I got my associates, I went to the other college to finish my degree. And they were like, astronomy is not a math class. You got to take another math class.
No.
So then I had to take algebra and geometry, and then I passed them both because it was very expensive, and I wasn't about to mess that up when I was paying for it.
Yeah.
So I'm fine now. Astronomy was awesome. I loved that class. It was great.
I was never.
I was just saying it sounds very interesting than college algebra. It was super cool. We got to use the college's giant telescopes. He's like, all right, come back at midnight tonight. We're gonna look at galaxies and shit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it was
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
It's great.
That's amazing.
It's a great
That's
class.
a dope class. Worth it.
Also, I've now pulled up the magma, and I love this giraffe, and I absolutely love the rhino.
Great.
Both of these are baller.
Stuff.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Good stuff, guys.
Yeah, you guys, you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park over there. I did want to say I also was never a big math boy myself, which is why I never took up coding or anything like that, because I was like, fuck that. But I do love puzzles, and I've recontextualized math as just a form of puzzle, and so
It totally
is a
is,
puzzle.
really.
It's a great
like
puzzle.
a similar vibe.
And so what I love about coding and what I love about solving for math, one channel I watch on YouTube that's really been helpful in me finding math to be fun is called Andy Math. And it's a lot of geometric problems, but it's he shows these triangles and where's how to solve for the circle in this problem, and he just shows you how to do it in 2 minutes. And it's just interesting to see, and the ways that he solves it, I'm just oh, it is a puzzle, because it's I use this side, and the fact that I know the measurement for this side and that this angle has to be this because that. That's all very fascinating and fun to me. So that's math, and that's become a way for me to find math fun. And coding is a lot of that too. Is a lot of hey, how do you make an undo button? Oh, well, you make a stack, and then you keep on stacking these items, and then whenever you want to use an undo, you take a plate off the stack. And then that's a fun puzzle that you're solving with code essentially, and I enjoy that about it.
Yeah, coding and math really are both. They are just straight up puzzles, because there's only one way. There's I guess in coding there's different ways you can solve it. But regardless,
there are
the
multiple
very
ways.
there's some creativeness in coding, but mostly you have to play by the rules. Same thing with math. You have your math is very rigid. There's one way to get to this thing, and you have to follow the rules. But if you do it right, you get this. You solve it.
A lot of times in coding, there's multiple ways to solve the problem, but there's probably one proper way to solve the problem because of non-deterministic polynomial time, which is basically making a function that runs quickly and smoothly. So it's you can do for instance, if you were to try and get something out of a list, you could pick through every item in the list until you find that item, or you could know exactly where that item is and then grab it, and that takes a lot less time than picking through every item on the list. And so that making problems that work that way is not easy. And so figuring out how to do that is part of that puzzle.
From what I understand, keep the cleaner you keep it, the more favor you're doing yourself and your team as you go through it.
Exactly.
Also, annotating everything that you're doing.
Comments are very helpful.
If you have a big old chunk, you better be leaving a comment as to not only what it does, but why it's there.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm a little bit fluent in Python, and I am interested in because next in the courses they're gonna have me learn C. and then I'm gonna learn Go, and then I'm gonna learn a bit of JavaScript.
Ooh.
Nice.
See, I only know C++.
And once we once we actually know how to like build anything in code, like Kyle and I are interested in like kind of like doing game jams just like as practice, because you know that's a good way to sort of like
I need to
take a concept and
hurry and catch up.
Yeah, Brandon, get on our level, dog.
I'm trying. I'm gonna do it.
But I was also thinking, like, similar to like how you were talking about, you made a bunch of mini games and you were incorporating those as mechanics into your game. One idea I had was like, in order to learn how to code, like making a bunch of like really quick mini games would be a great way to sort of practice making mechanics and things like that. And then I had the idea in my head, well, you know what? There's not a lot of WarioWare games or WarioWare type games that are out there, and so like I could make a bunch of like WarioWare mechanics and then just put them all into a collection.
Make a modern WarioWare.
Just make a modern day WarioWare.
Yeah.
Name it Ianware.
Yeah.
I played every one of those.
I do love me a WarioWare.
I did too.
I sampled
really
WarioWare in
WarioWare.
one of my favorite beats I've made. I sampled WarioWare.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. I have a voice that goes like, "The big cheese. Put your arms on your hips and await your enemy's attack."
There was a WarioWare game on it was either on the 3DS or the one right before that. I think it was 3DS, but it was called DIY.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make your own.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I played a little bit of that, and one of my favorite ones.
Didn't you make an Indiana Jones
all the way down
one?
to like you can make you can make the music, you can make everything to the little thing, and you draw all the parts, the elements. It was pretty cool. I wish I would have played more of it. But yeah, the Indiana Jones one was my favorite one, where it's like the music would be like dun 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 dun, and then like as you're getting like WarioWare goes, as you're getting better or you're going further, it speeds up faster and faster as the music like gets more frantic. But also the whole game was there's a giant ceiling like closing in and your hat's there and you have to reach your hand through and grab the hat. So you have to like get to the hat and it's in spawns in a different spot in the room. And so the arm has to reach through. And sometimes if the hat's way on the other side of the room, the arm's like weirdly long to come over and get it.
That's great.
But that was one I really liked that I made in there that I remember.
I made a bunch of pretty great levels in Little Big Planet. Like, they were balls hard, but they were fun.
Whoa, what's happening right now?
You're in Browntown, buddy.
It's a modern day first person shooter.
Wait, then we need to... Can we put Wasted over top of the whole thing? Just like gray it out. Wasted.
Like in Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, just like GTA.
We need to add that sound effect to our soundboards, Brandon.
That sound effect.
That's true. There's so many sounds.
So many sounds, so little time.
I think I'm done with this
Why would
drawing.
you say that?
I'm done with this drawing.
I'm
ready.
super done with. I'm emotionally done with this drawing.
Ian, is your guy stabbing himself with a fork or a chopstick?
No, he's pointing a pin at the balloon.
Oh, he's threatening it. I see. Okay. It looked like he was committing harikari with like a something. Yeah.
Tell my wife.
That's what it looked like.
She could wear my makeup.
I hated it. All right, I'm gonna save this drawing. We're gonna throw down a quick. Oh, the ad just ran. As I see it, Gianna just says, "Oops, I'm in ad hell." We missed our chance. But
that's a bummer.
We're gonna take a little break
Yeah.
and save this drawing. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Bye.
Ooh, a few minutes?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2 or 3 minutes.
Time for us to use the restroom.
You know.
Oh, boy.
Powder our noses.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Bye. Hey, folks, we're back. Matt hasn't returned yet, but we decided to just continue anyways.
He'll be back soon.
Yeah.
The frog. Will be
Frog.
returned.
Yes. In the meantime, we're gonna play a game as we always do. I'm gonna set up the boundaries right now.
How do we pick a character?
That's a great question. Folks, name a character or from like a TV show or movie of some kind. Cartoon or real. The more recognizable, the better.
Yeah, some pop culture character you like.
Yeah. How do those spacings look?
Looks good to me.
Alrighty.
Let me get my ruler out.
Okay.
We can do the Pokemon one first. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah. The Terminator says Mad Lad. That is going to be interesting.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's fun. I like that. Good pull. That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Multiple ways this could go.
Now, here's the fun thing. I set the folders up. You can make invisible all of somebody's things in that folder just by clicking on the folder.
That was like the main use that I could think for it, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
when
very
you did that,
convenient, very nice.
that was when I was like, oh, genius. Like that's the main thing I was thinking.
Cool. I'm glad you saw that. And yeah.
Oh, hello. I'm back. Oh,
Hello.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Frog.
I started getting. I got into a conversation. I was like, I gotta go.
I understand. I've been there
Very
before.
Alive. It's all good. No worries. Just make sure you re-unmute us, and then we'll fill you in on the game we're gonna play.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
It's kind of on screen, but we'll explain it.
Let me
chat. Mad
There we go.
Lad in the chat has provided us with the prompt, the Terminator, and we are going to draw the Terminator as a Pokemon, and you can interpret that however you'd like. You can do any character from the Terminator. You can do different type, different. You can get as abstract with that as you want. We're gonna hide each other's drawings, which you can do by clicking the folder next to our names. So you hide Chaps and Ian, and I'll hide Guest and Ian, and so on and so forth. And then at the end, we'll reveal what we've been drawing.
And then if we have time left over, we're gonna draw the Terminator or potentially maybe another character as
Maybe a different prompt.
a Dark Souls character or an Elden Ring character.
that.
They're interchangeable. So
I love that.
okay.
I have some ideas of what I want to do with this.
I am.
Go about it.
Yeah, I gotta think about this.
I think I have my idea. All right. Do you have our layers hidden?
I sure do.
Frog
Oh, I'm sorry.
and Ian.
How do I hide them?
Just click the
in
folder.
Layers in
Oh, I see.
Drawpile, just
Thank
click
you.
the folder by our name, and it will hide all 3 layers.
Got it.
So,
Oh, thank you.
Brandon,
Yes.
you said that you had media you interacted with.
I have interacted with some media this week. Let's see what's first. Severance. I saw the new episode of Severance. I love that show. I'm so happy it's back. Unfortunately, they're doing the thing that Ian likes, where they only release it an episode at a time, and it makes me mad. Morgan
like
also
when
was
they do
like, "No, I
that."
actually think that's pretty cool," and I'm like, "No, no."
Now that I know they're doing that,
You're
I
supposed
should
to be on
catch
my
up on
side.
the show, and then I should watch it with you guys.
You should. I think you'd like it.
I would.
can
I mean,
give
I
you
do
my
like what I've watched the
login
first
info.
half of the first season. I just need to. So can I?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you how far into Severance I've seen, okay? But it's gonna be a
Frog, have you watched
spoiler.
any Severance?
I have not watched any Severance, but I don't mind you spoiling anything.
You might like this one. We won't spoil it too deeply. It's very it's kind of like mystery, sci-fi. It kind of feels like very like Portal, kind of, is the thing that it always reminds me of.
Yeah, it feels very Portal coded.
Like that weird, like, what is this laboratory for? What's going on around here? Like, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. It feels that way. It's great. I recommend it. Anyways, go ahead, Ian, if you can. Say where you're at a little bit.
So the spoiler. So this is a spoiler, folks. So plug your ears for the next 5 seconds if you don't want part of Severance spoiled for you. And I'm gonna say it in 3, 2, 1. As far as John Turturro turned into a pile of goo.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, it's a weird show.
So
I forgot he turned into a pile of goo.
So that happened. And that's as far as I am in the first show. And then the Apple subscription ran out, and I just need to resubscribe. But I mean, yeah.
Like I said, I can give you my deets if you want them.
I sneezed. Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, it's like $5 a month, and like if I subscribe for 1 month, you know, oh no, I bought like a candy bar essentially. You know.
Yeah, I have a 3-month trial that I'm using. And I just started it, so that should be enough, I think, to watch the whole thing. I hope. We'll see.
I need to.
Look, I'm all
like,
for,
give me the premise. What is it
Okay.
again?
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
here's
this-
the premise. So
You go.
Take it away,
You go. I talk enough on this show.
well, feel free to interject with, like, you know, if you feel like there's other things. So it's this company, and the way they pitch it is that the things they're working on are so secret that they've come up with this new technology where that basically partitions your brain. And when you're working there, the version of you that's in the office it doesn't know who you are outside of the job. When you punch out for your work day, you basically, your consciousness turns off and then it turns back on to your next work day. Like when you leave the building, you don't know anything about who you are outside of there. You don't know anything about your life, and vice versa for you out in the world. So, like, you don't know what you're doing at your job. All you know is you go punch in, and then instantly it's 8 hours later, and you wake up outside, and you know your job's done. And you're going home, and so it attracts people that maybe like don't want. Like they could skip through their workday, or be people that want to skip through life a little bit. The main character, his wife has died, and he's like sad. So this helps him kind of fast forward a little bit, because he just kind of doesn't feel good when he's ever, you know. So this kind of lets him turn his brain off in a very literal sense. Hey everybody, this is DJ. And
things start to unfold from there.
Yeah, things start to unfold. The people inside are trying to figure out, like, they're not treated well in there, but like you have to get they call them innies and outies. You have to get your outie to agree to like let you free, because that's like the real version of you, you know, technically. So like people will be like, apply to quit, and then they'll get a video from their outie being like, no, you're get back to work. Like I'm the real you. You're just
you are my prisoner.
Get back. Yeah, basically. So they're trying to figure out like how to get out, you know, what's going on. They're not being treated well in there, but their outies also don't know that they're not being treated well in there. They're being told that they're totally fine in there. You know, so and then it's just like super weird stuff going on in there. They're not really sure what their job is. They're not really, it's really interesting in that way. And so they're just kind of unfolding that mystery as it goes along. And it's great. I really liked it a lot. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like it too.
Definitely
It's good.
Up my alley.
It's they really play up the mystery and the intrigue of it all, which I like, because like the mystery is my favorite part. I love a mystery. Yeah. and it feels very, it feels like a combination of Portal and then like a little bit of BioShock for some reason. Like I don't know why, but I get like little BioShock vibes here and there.
I can see that. It's like weird, kind of like sci-fi that feels maybe like it's like new but wrong.
Well, it's also there's
new,
this founder of the company that's like revered, and like they have like a museum dedicated to the guy who made the company, so it's like got this weird like they've got this leader lord that they kind of worship or something like that.
Yeah, he's treated like almost like a godlike figure to all the people in there, but they don't have any context of the outside world. They don't know like they don't have like they don't have any kind of cultural context, so they don't know like why that's weird, you know?
Yeah.
This is their entire world exists in their like work shift.
Yeah, they're made to be like little office drones, like literal office drones, essentially. But like they are people still, so they start to kind of like, you know, if they're the good ones, they keep on working in the office like good little boys and girls. But like, you know, some of the ones don't necessarily feel like totally cool with just being like, okay, well, I'm in this office all of my life, like that's all I know.
And I don't think this is too big of a spoiler, but it becomes pretty clear that like it's not that they're like hiding these secrets and that's why they need to do the surgery. The actual thing is these are tests being done to test out this technology on to be used in some other way at some point. Like they're all in there basically. They are the product. They don't realize that. They think they're doing something that's like needs to be kept, like this is like the most extreme version of an NDA, but it's not really it. It's like they are what is being worked on, that kind of like brain partition thing. So it's pretty fascinating. It is really interesting.
It's a cool show.
And then there's like just a lot of great people in it. John Turturro, Christopher Walken, Adam Scott, and others that are great.
Yeah. Even the people whose names I don't know, they're great in it. Like that black guy who's like the sort of he's like the office manager kind of guy. Yeah, he's so great. Good in that that like he just like he's very inscrutable. Like I just don't know like what. I just can't figure him out, and like that's on purpose.
There's something fun about like. They play a lot into like weird, like bland office culture too. Like that's like the whole energy, but like almost to like a weird, creepy degree.
It's like
their whole world.
If you imagine like those like you know how like people in the 50s like as when you like imagine like sort of the propaganda for the 50s, it's like I go to work. Hi Bill, how are you today? Just fine. And then like you go to the office and you're like, I love sitting at my desk and filing my files. You know, that's kind of the vibe that like they're supposed to have.
Productivity's up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
like,
cheery and weird.
Yeah. Stepford,
dystopian-esque.
Very like Stepford sort of
super dystopian. Very dystopian.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
It's super cool. I think you'd like it, Matt. You should watch it too.
I bet you I fucking would. It sounds like it's something up my alley. I honestly,
and then without real quick, without any spoilers, it's just like the twists it take are really, really interesting and intriguing as it goes on.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Anyways, go ahead.
I see. I personally have not watched like a whole lot of, new things lately. I think I've been so overwhelmed with so many other. I've been overwhelmed with other things, but also I just don't have time. I haven't made any time to like consume stuff. I hardly have time anymore to play games.
That's a bummer.
That's fair.
I know. And the only times I'm playing games is either on stream, which is work, or I'm playing them because I'm researching. Like I'm literally picking it apart. Like, how did they make this? How'd they do this?
Right.
Well, at least you're being like productive about it. You know, that's
yeah,
fun.
but like at some point I got to start consuming something new because I'm not able to have conversations with people who are consuming new media.
Can I make a recommendation to you, Matt? Frasier. Just watch Frasier.
The new one that just came out.
No, not that.
Can I say no?
No.
Frasier's actually a good show.
Frasier's a great show.
I'll back up that.
Thank you.
It's a decent show. It's a decent show.
It gets so much better after the
Frasier
first
critic
season,
over
I
here.
promise you.
I've watched Frasier, all of Frasier.
You've watched all
of it.
Frasier and you say it's a decent show?
Yeah, it's a decent
That's almost
show.
more insulted.
You get off my fucking show right now.
I'm getting.
This
I'm
is the
just
pro
trying to ruffle-
Frasier show,
I'm
man.
trying-
I'm sorry I didn't give you all the details you needed.
Ian, I'm trying to ruffle your feathers. I'm trying to ruffle your feathers. I know how pro Frasier both of you are.
Okay. I love that show. I love that show.
Watched
I
a
do
good
like
amount,
that
but
show.
I haven't
It's
watched
pretty
as much as Ian. But I do like what I've seen.
It's so good.
I like it.
I've watched all of it twice. I watched it and then I like managed to convince my parents to watch all of it. So I've watched all of it like twice through, and each time
I
has
also
been a
really-
delight.
I actually like
Delight, you
Frasier, like
say.
unironically, but I do like. There's something about the aesthetic of Frasier that I like as well, like the fact that it's like this weird, like it almost feels like it's trying to be smart.
Yeah.
That part makes it kind of funny to like. I don't know. It's almost a meme in a way to me, even though I think it's like an actually good show.
Yeah.
Frasier
Well,
feels like a meme.
they are memeing on how he's smart. Like half the time the joke
Yeah.
is like he's so smart he's clueless.
He's too up his own butt.
Exactly. Yeah. But it is like memeable as well. Like I mean, it is sort of a meme. That's why there was a Frasier reanimated, and that's why I was part of it.
It is a meme, I guess, actually. But
It
Yeah.
is a meme.
If you were to put a picture of
But,
Frasier next to
it's actually
Shrek,
quality.
no one would bat an eye.
No, they
that's
wouldn't.
true. But I guess Shrek's also like it's totally a meme, but it's also like OG
It's a
Shrek
good
is
movie.
great.
It's a good
It's a
movie.
good
So
movie.
is
It holds
Oh,
up, I
man,
think.
OG Shrek is a great movie.
Shrek 2, honestly, not so bad either. Like the first two Shreks, pretty decent. Honest,
I
and
think
also
you're right. I can't say I haven't seen it in a while, but
Smash Mouth's Astro Lounge, good album.
Oh yeah. Also, I've had to listen. This is kind of unrelated, but like, they in the restaurant that I currently work in, they play what's a Smash Mouth? Hold on, the Smash Mouth hit related to Shrek.
Oh, All Star.
Yeah. No, wait, the other
Hey
one.
now,
I'm a
you're-
believer.
Oh yeah.
I'm a believer.
The
So
yeah.
they play
Both
I'm a
those.
Believer, except it's all in Italian and it's not Smash Mouth. And every time it comes on and I'm in the dining hall and I'm serving, I'm like, God damn it, I want to listen to Smash Mouth now. I just want to hear them sing it.
Are you familiar that in no shame if you're not, I still do this every day of my life where I'm like, whoa, this version of that popular song is cool, and then I find out it's the original. I feel like a piece of shit. Are you aware that's a Monkees song originally?
Yes,
From like
I
the
am aware of that.
Okay,
Okay.
you are. I still do that often where I'm like, whoa, this is cool. They did like a retro version of this popular song, and then I find out it's the original. I just feel like the biggest dunce.
Do you know how you
Damn it.
avoid that,
I
Brandon?
did it again.
Do you know how you
How?
avoid that? If you hear a song
How?
that sounds like another, if you hear a cover of a song, but it sounds like an older version of the song, just assume
It's
that
the
that's the original one.
I have started to do that. I've started to do that, but regardless, I'm like, even that feeling of like, oh, I didn't know that wasn't the original. I still feel a little stupid. I don't know
understand.
why. I mean, I guess you have to.
I
hear
mean,
it
here's the thing:
for the
you don't
first time
know.
to know
I
about
mean,
it.
you know, there's a lot of songs where
Also,
I didn't know. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Smash Mouth. Technically speaking, like most of their music, they're a cover band. They covered a bunch of music in like a ska
True.
way.
I didn't know about
And then
any of their
there's-
other covers.
There's like only one. I think there's only one or two original songs by them. The rest of them are covers.
I am gonna dispute that,
Is that right?
claim. I don't think
Hold on,
that's
hold on,
true.
hold on.
I
He's
don't-
he's pressing X to doubt.
Come on.
I am pressing
Smash
X to
Mouth
down. Hold it!
Original.
Objection!
Smash Mouth original songs. Objection.
Oh, do I have that?
Yeah,
Why
so-
do I not have that sound on my soundboard?
the only-
oh
You need to.
man,
Smash-
I
Write it
need
down.
Smash Mouth
that.
These down.
Smash Mouth's original songs include "Walking on the Sun" and "All Star." They also covered songs by other artists, including "I'm a Believer" by the Monkees and "I Want to Be Like You" by the Sherman Brothers. A lot of their songs are covers.
Wait, but that's 2 songs that they've listed.
Like a 50-50 split.
It is a 50-50 split.
What
in that example?
Is Roadman a cover?
Okay, is Roadman a cover? Smash Mouth. No, Roadman is not a cover.
See?
Wait, no, it says Roadman is not a cover of any Smash Mouth song. Oh fuck. Wait.
True.
That's very true.
Wait.
Can they cover themselves? Maybe every song is a cover of the original artist's song.
Hold on. Did Smash Mouth come?
Right, Roadman?
Did they come?
Don't come. Do not come.
Do not come.
Hey, don't take this from me.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Did they write Roadman?
Here's the thing. I'm just gonna look up.
The song Roadman was written by Smash Mouth.
Put another point in the Smash Mouth column.
Yeah, I think they did a couple of covers, but I think they were mostly originals. But they just had a very ska sound to them. Like Astro Lounge was, I think.
Astro Lounge.
Like When the Morning Comes.
Is like half. Oh yeah, When the Morning Comes.
That's got to be an original. That's a classic. If I were to go, I'm gonna go through the list of tracks that are on Astro Lounge, and like so many of them have become like hit songs. That album is so packed with bangers.
Real quick, I want to jump to the chat. I'm sorry, just because we've ignored them for a minute. We got Dr. Soundcheck in the chat. Welcome. Says, who did the guy on the bottom sound? It sounds terrible. It was him. He did it.
Who? What?
Not you. Ian has had a sound fixed by Dr. Soundcheck. Thank you very much, by the way, Dr. Soundcheck.
Oh, he didn't necessarily fix it. He just helped me sound check it. I just wanted, not to take that win away from Soundcheck. I just
look. It's in his name. He knows he's a sound checker.
He checks.
But mission accomplished. The sound sounds great.
Yeah. The clarifier. Yeah, I am a habitual clarifier. I am a habitual clarifier. It's bad, man.
Gianna says Shrek 1 and 2 are good. The third was a crime. Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed.
I think.
And the fourth was just
Shrek in the chat. Go ahead. That's all I got. Oh, is that all? Is that your opinion on the fourth?
I have no opinion on the fourth.
Hello?
I don't want to say anything about more than 1 or 2.
Hello?
Ian said the fourth is just and then just stopped, and I was wondering if that was his whole take on it.
Uh-oh. That's weird. No.
We jinxed your sound.
Oh dear. The third was a crime and the fourth was a war crime, is what I said.
The fourth was the one with Timberlake, right?
What? Was Justin Timberlake Rumpelstiltskin?
No, is that 3 or 4? Rumpelstiltskin.
Shrek Forever After
Justin Timberlake, but he's playing like a wizard.
Shrek Forever After is the fourth one where he plays Rumpelstiltskin, and Shrek wants to redo his life when he didn't marry Fiona, and then like it goes to its alternate timeline where like Shrek is something and Fiona's like the leader of like a rebel group rebelling against Farquaad.
Okay, that just sounds like Divorced Dad the movie, but like
basically. Can I also say real quick about Smash Mouth's Astro Lounge? Are you guys ready for this?
Yes. I love Astro Lounge, by the way. I want you to know. Like,
it's a great album.
My incorrect statement, which was only half incorrect, because they're not a cover band. They had their own originals, but like a lot of their famous songs are covers.
I will here. That's why I'm doing this right now. I'm giving us both these wins in the columns. Okay, I'm doing this for both of us.
Give it to me.
Okay,
give it to me, sweetheart.
No, only one of you can win.
So in Astro Lounge, they have one cover, which is "Can't Get Enough of You, Baby." If you guys remember, "I Can't Get Enough of You, Baby," that's a cover.
I do.
That's a cover of a song from from 1965.
Yes, I know that.
The Four Seasons. And then here's another hit. So the rest are originals, but do you remember? Come on, to tell me what you're bringing. Come on, tell me what you're saying. Do you guys remember?
So.
Do not come.
Yes, I do.
Because that's a classic, and that's like a banger, and that was on the same album as All Star. And then the Morning Comes, which I don't know if you guys remember that one, but that one's also a classic.
You're just talking. You're just talking about "Come" a lot.
Then the morning
he's
comes.
Trying to make me use that. He's baiting me to use
It's a real song.
I don't think.
No, I know it's a real song.
And so,
anyways,
those are like 4 classic like hits on the same album. That's a pretty good track record. I'm just saying. I mean, sure, Steve Harwell kind of turned out to be kind of a piece of shit, but look, you know, great album.
Only kind of.
Yeah, we're separating the art from the artist at this moment.
We're separating the art from the artist. So I'm just saying, good album.
Very good.
Yeah, Ian likes Smash Mouth.
I also like Smash Mouth. I share the love for ska.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad.
Rock.
I don't listen to a lot of Smash Mouth, but they definitely have some hits for sure.
Yeah, Roadman is like a song that I enjoy quite a bit. That's one of their more ska. That's one of their most ska-like songs. Like just pure ska is Roadman. Do you guys remember that song?
Not off the top of my head, I don't.
It's like he's like Roadman, man,
Still don't know it. No.
And it's very ska. It's very ska, like genred. But yeah, great album. OK Go came out with a new single, and I'm a big OK Go fan actually.
I would pin you as an OK Go fan.
Yeah.
How elaborate was the music video?
Insanely elaborate. It was so good. It's actually a really good music video once again, and the song's actually really good too.
I wonder if they still have fun with that, or if they're like, let's not write a new song because we're gonna have to make a fucking music video if we write a song.
I don't know. I mean, it's been 4 years since their last music video, so it's not like
okay,
I don't
that's
know.
not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Enough
but
time.
the song's a huge bummer. And I feel like its release is very timed. Yeah, it's a huge bummer of a song, but it's a great song actually, and the music video is really clever and does some very cool things.
I'm excited to check it out. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah, highly recommend. I can drop a link in the DrawBomb links if you want me to. But I'm a big OK Go fan though. I think I like their lyrics a lot. They have great lyrics, and just a big fan of their music. Yeah, that's my official endorsement. Go listen to some OK Go.
Oh yeah, I will now because you made a compelling argument for it.
You made it so compelling that like I'm about to listen to OK Go right now.
Oh my god.
Well.
Okay, go do that.
That was hot, Ian.
Never mind. Now I'm not gonna listen.
Oh jeez.
oh god.
How are your guys' Pokemon Terminators coming along?
It's coming along.
Is good. The sketch is good. I gotta ink it.
I'm approaching the end.
I'm approaching
fast.
to the point where I have to color it. Here's the thing, it's a very simple design because it's a Pokemon, but I had to sketch it out first because it's easy. If you're gonna do a simple design, you have to really. It takes
really stupid.
Sometimes it takes longer to do a good simple design.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
It's true. I want to ask, what Pokemon type are your guys's? I can see some obvious options.
Object
Electric might be
type.
an obvious option.
Yeah. What type is Ditto?
Good question. I think what is Ditto?
Strange, alien, wacky, goopy.
He might be
Normal. It's a normal type.
Really?
He's normal type. Okay.
He's a normal type. Sorry, I had to think about that. I didn't even look it up. I was about to look it up, and then I was like, "What the fuck? It's normal. He's normal."
You had that info locked away.
I told some other folks this recently, but the only Pokemon games I've ever actually played are Pokemon Snap.
You've never played like Blue or Red or?
I never had a Game Boy growing up.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Never mind. If I were to roast you on that, I would be coming from a very privileged place.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roast.
Take that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna roast you.
Yeah.
On
What are you? One of them pores?
No, that's not. Fuck.
Damn, dog.
Get him, Matt.
Wow. You just got class ward.
Wow.
Nah, we're all
just
privileged
want us.
here.
We're all
None of us
privileged. We can't. We can't do anything.
Do that.
We can't do anything here.
Welcome to the Privileged Podcast.
I should say I have like no place to pretend like I have not grown up extremely privileged. Okay, like
right. That's what I'm saying. Like
I got privilege pouring out my fucking ears.
You have privilege porn?
Privilege porn. I love privilege porn. It's just like,
oh yeah,
it's just videos of people opening like Nintendo 64s on Christmas. Like that.
It's hot. That's so hot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that a trust fund?
Oh shit.
Gianna says, wait, have you played the one on the Switch? It's so good. Well, you don't have a Switch, do you?
I don't have a Switch. Here's the thing. I guess I could have technically played a Switch because I did have Kyle's Switch for like 2 years because I don't know. I thought he was just gonna want it back one of these days. But I also didn't have a TV to plug it into. So I have not played a Switch. The last Nintendo console I played was my brother's Wii U.
Wii U is a crazy pull.
Well, hey, if you're wanting to play Switch 2, it's bigger and
it's
black.
Bigger,
I guess. That's about all we know about it. There's a indiscriminate Mario Kart that might be on it, but it looks exactly like the last Mario Kart from the 3 seconds of it they showed. So who knows?
Okay.
Who knows what this thing is? My take so far.
It'd
probably be cool, but they haven't told you anything yet.
They kind of teased that they're gonna have
easier.
They teased that the controllers are gonna have that mouse functionality that was kind of rumored.
Yeah. But what? So I don't know. It's cool.
Which would be a great way to handle like first-person shooters on console.
Guys, why didn't they call it the Super Switch? What are they doing over there? Switch 2?
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing actually, unironically.
I'm sure the algorithm told them that they'll make more money if they call it Switch 2. Like it's some name recognition thing.
What's another name for, no, do you know what they shouldn't have called it the Switch? They should have called it the button.
Whoa.
Or the lever.
You just blew my fucking mind, bro.
All right. I think mine's done, but no rush for you guys.
I have a bit of coloring to do, but then I'm all set. I'm gonna keep the coloring
Super Nintendo
simple.
Switch, says Mad Lad. That's what I'm saying. That was the exact same vibe I was thinking. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Do something that's like a callback. It's like, hey, it'll like, you know, for nostalgia people, it will bring them in. It sounds cool for like new people and kids.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. What the hell are you doing over here?
What are you doing, Nintendo? You fooling everybody? You naming your console shitty?
I remember this because Matt's here now. It reminds me of when they announced Red Dead Redemption 2, and me and Matt were like, "What? Red Dead Redemption 2?"
We were naming off all the. Why didn't you name it Red Dead Garlic Bread, bro? Why didn't you name it Red Dead like
Revenge? Red Dead
Revenge.
So, like the first one was Red Dead Revolver, and then it was
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption, both great names, and then
Red Dead Revenger.
Redemption 2. Yeah, like Red Dead Revenge, Red Dead anything. There's like 30 options you could go with, and they just
Red Dead
the most,
Redeemer.
like, boring one. Like, I mean, I would take that over Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is like one of my favorite games of ever, but the name, dog shit.
It's like that movie,
Lazy.
and we've talked about this before, and this would be stealing what a Harmontown thing they said, but, you know, instead of calling it Now You See Me, and then the sequel calling it Now You Don't, they called it Now You See Me Too, and it's like, you're supposed to call it Now You Don't, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, you were given the, like, absolute, like, impossibility of a sequel for this terrible first movie.
That's like
and then you dropped the ball.
That's like if they come out with that inevitable Beetlejuice sequel to Beetlejuice. Imagine if instead of calling it Beetlejuice, they called it Beetlejuice 2.
I hope they do that because
I really hope
that would be the funniest thing that ever happened in my life.
I'd be so like upset but also impressed with that.
Beetlejuice 2.
They're gonna do it now. I actually think they're.
Playing in this.
I'm now 100% convinced they're gonna do that. Oh my god! I just had like a brain.
And the trailer is gonna have a totally different cover of a Smash Mouth cover of the Banana Boat song by Harry Belafonte.
Have you guys ever like said something and then you felt yourself like you trolley problemed yourself into like a new like universe? Like you switched the track.
Yeah.
You've now you're in a separate universe now, and you're in the universe where now they're gonna call it Beetlejuice 2. Because I feel like I've just done that. I feel like I've just switched the train track into the Beetlejuice 2 universe.
You're on a new timeline now.
I am.
You've paradigm shifted the fuck out of this.
Oh my god.
That's what you did.
Someone make sure the Berenstain Bears are still pronounced the way they are.
You mean Bernstein? Bernstein.
It's not just Baron. It's not just Berenstein from Berenstain, which is the original. I remember from as a kid. It's
in the Bernstein Bears timeline now. Also, Matt's like, I don't know how to. What were you talking about?
What the fuck are we talking about right now, fellas?
You're in the Bernstein Bears timeline. Also, Sinbad had a movie where he's a wizard. Not even a genie.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I feel like I'm stroking out right now.
That's so funny.
This is the Beetlejuice 2.
The Beetlejuice 2 universe is also the Bernstein Bears universe.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please don't finish.
Do not finish.
Do not finish. Do not finish.
I'm gonna finish.
Don't you fucking finish. Don't you dare. Don't you dare fucking finish. Don't you fucking do it.
I don't even know what to say to this bit.
I mean your drawing, man.
Oh, I'm just my brain is still trying to wrap its head around both Beetlejuice 2 and Bernstein Bears. Like that's just woo! I gotta like make vertical shorts of those bits.
Yeah. That Beetlejuice 2 thing was like the moment that like we even started to go down that road, I knew what the end joke was. I was already laughing at it before it was said.
I could hear you doing that too, and I was like, you're so on board, and that makes me happy.
Man,
too funny.
When you have that,
that was like a brainwave, man.
If I had that kind of money and I was just making like fuck you sequels that no one really cares about, I would totally be trolling people like that, which is probably why I'm not allowed. I would never be in a position of that because
you would be like the people who made the Joker 2 movie, you know?
We don't speak about that movie.
Did you see it?
I didn't.
I did.
I didn't see it. I saw reviews, like a lot of reviews before I even went.
I saw it and I was
leading up to it.
I was all right. Here's the thing. I'm not even a fan of the Joker. I'm not a fan of the Joker. I'm not a super fan.
Matt.
I don't really care. I don't idolize him. However,
before you continue, I have heard you say on many occasions that you kind of like see yourself as a Joker type, right? Like
I've never said that. I have never
he always
said
says that to me.
That shit from the record right now. I have never said that shit.
Based, Matt.
Based. But I will say, after watching it, so like the first one, cinematography gold, incredible writing, incredible, just everything. Second one, what the fuck was that? What was that? I left the theater.
I don't know.
I finished my bucket of popcorn. I'm licking the butter off my goddamn fingers, and I leave the theater, and I literally walk out the door, and I'm like, what was that movie? What was that?
That's strange.
And it's a fever dream ever since. I've never thought about it again.
What I appreciate is that like people, like no matter where you are on like any sort of political spectrum, like it seems like everybody hated that movie. Like nobody was like that was like making a good statement. Everyone was like,
no, it was
what the fuck was that?
What was that? Who wrote that?
Yeah.
Who was coked
Weird.
out of their mind and wrote that? Actually, it's the 2020s. Who was zanned the fuck out of their mind and wrote that?
Do people write movies without?
Who was literally popping so many Percocets that they thought that was a good idea?
Man, it's interesting to see what movies get made these days, because I feel like there was a period of time where that wouldn't happen, and I don't know why.
Yes.
I'm almost done with my
we're kind of like
guys.
we're coming out the other side of the tunnel of like, I mean, this thing will never stop, but we're coming out the other side of where everything has to be reboots and sequels. I know there's still a ton of them, and it's like there's half the things in the theater are that at every given time, but there's more like original projects being made again. I think.
I do think so, because I've seen a lot more.
It's happening again.
Yeah,
it's mostly what is that studio?
Because they've ran out.
A25 or whatever.
A24.
Yeah.
A24. Thank you. A24 is leading the like indie shit, the top tier, high budget new films of new concepts.
And they're seeing profit for it, which guides the rest of the industry.
Yeah, A24 and Blumhouse have both been. A24 and Blumhouse have both been sort of setting a new paradigm, I think, in the studio system. There's still very much a studio in the studio system, which, you know, means they are still like sort of an entrenched sort of system in and of themselves. But they are at least doing a different form of system, which paves the way for more original creations, because they've like got this make a cheap movie, put it in theaters, and then you have just like because the movie is made for cheap, but you're doing like this original movie. It's a lower bar to have to like beat in order to make a profit. So then any movie that you release that makes more than like $1 million, congratulations, you're making a profit. And that works as a business strategy, and like it shows that you don't need to put $250 million fucking dollars behind a movie in order to make it successful. And good.
Lower risk things are better art, because you can, you're able to, I'm gonna make something really fucked up and weird. It'll be cheap, but I'm gonna do something weird that'll be interesting to watch. And then, nobody's gonna be like, I'm gonna pay $1 billion for something that might fail. Like no studio's gonna do that. I wouldn't do that if I ran a studio, even though as a consumer, I want to see that product.
I'm just gonna say it also. You don't need $1 billion to make a fucking movie. I'm sorry, like
no,
that.
You don't.
You do really not need $1 billion fucking dollars. Like that movie is going into either that's going into way too expensive of an actor's like pocket, in which case
money laundering
just
or something.
save the fucking money, or it's money laundering and it's going into an executive's pocket. Like he's like pocketing $250 million just for like being an executive producer or something like that. It doesn't make sense. And like the thing is, I'm gonna talk about it again. Joel Haver's The Diarrhea Brothers Save the Day. That looks like a real movie, man, and it was made for I think $15,000. He said, and something like that. Like it's great. It's very funny. It's kind of got a little bit of heart to it, but it's like wacky and it's off the wall. If you forget that you're watching a movie made by a YouTuber, it's like a real movie.
I gotta watch that one still.
It's so good. Maybe we should watch it tomorrow while we're streaming. Like, you know, we'll have like
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So you don't need you don't need to spend $1 billion to make a movie.
Mad Lad says Godzilla -1 was made for like 15 million, I think. That movie's awesome. And the special effects look so good. I hope everybody who worked on it was treated well, because
I hear there was a little bit of I hear like underpaying going on with the special effects team, but I don't know how much I've heard of that I can verify. So
we're working towards finding that sweet spot. We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Can everyone win? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Right now, only the executives are winning.
Yeah.
Currently.
But I mean, Joel Haver's making it work, and good for him. I mean, he's definitely an inspiration, I think, for like ways to make it work. He's very lucky, obviously, so like there's that, but still, like if he can make it happen, that doesn't mean that like it's the door is closed for anybody else.
Right.
But yeah, Godzilla -1 still a good example of a movie that doesn't need to have a crazy budget. I thought it was a great movie. I really enjoed it. It was a lot of fun.
It felt so anime to me. I mean, and I don't just mean that because it's all Japanese, but like it's just like the things like we took this old jet or this old plane and we like made like a super plane out of it. It's like it looks like backwards and it like flies extra fast.
It's very.
It just like felt like heightened in such a good way. Like that's what you gotta do. Like I don't know. It's Godzilla's kind of an old thing. Make it fun. Just have fun with it.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to all make sense or doesn't have to be believable. It's a Godzilla movie. It's about a giant lizard that crushes Tokyo. Like make it fun. Make it crazy.
So yeah, I enjoyed Godzilla -1 a whole lot, and like the special effects look good for that 15 million budget, and like even if the people were underpaid, that's still not that's gonna save you. If you're talking like with a budget of 15 million, the percentage that's gonna save of that budget is not a lot. So it still proves that you can make that kind of movie for not a crazy amount of money, you guys. The movie looked fine. The movie looked good.
That's a good point. Like I guess it's two totally different conversations, right? Like
it is. Yes.
The people aren't not getting paid because the budget was smaller. Like that's just bad practices.
Yeah. I finished my Pokemon.
The two are separate issues. Okay, mine's done as well, but
I'm so close.
Do what you gotta do. Right now I'm coloring my giraffe in the magma.
Nice.
Take your time. We're just chatting. But yeah, I don't know. I've had like no desire to go to the movies in like the last like 5 years, and like in the last year or two, I've been going more. Like there's just more interesting things. It seems like their movies are coming back a little bit.
Yep.
And also my attention, I'm a little more interested in movies again. I went down on like a road where I was like, movies suck. I'm watching shows, and now I'm back to like I want to get in and out in 90 minutes. And
exactly.
And then move on to the next thing.
I've been feeling the same way actually. I've been trying to like watch more movies in my off time. I haven't done a lot yet, but I do want to.
There's also something with shows that were like there's been too many times that I understand it's the nature of the beast. Like if you were to shut down your show, you're putting hundreds of people out of a job. There's this and that. So like every time you're offered a new season, you should probably take it. But then like stories end up getting like muddied and uninteresting, and they end in like they like create all these threads, and then none of them, like half of them, don't get like satisfied in the end. The TV shows are kind of like you're hoping it's gonna come out and like be like a concise, it's like a thing where you're like happy with the whole piece. Movies are better at that because they write the beginning, middle, and end all at the same time. And so I'm like getting more in like sick of liking that, where I'm like, oh, well, I invested hundreds of hours into this fucking show, and the last episode sucked, and now I kind of hate the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, so now it's nice to just kind of like do the whole thing in one hit. I don't know.
I feel you. No, I completely agree.
I agree too. I've been enjoying rewatching old movies, and I think it's the same reasoning as like I
love old movies.
I love starting shows, but like, man, just pick up an old movie, watch that shit, and it's just such a good, I don't know, it's a good hit of dopamine. It feels great.
We got ads from the peeps.
So,
Keeps getting hit with the ads.
Sorry about that.
Whoa, we just got a. Did you guys hear that notification sound?
You just
Heard
subbed.
that notification sound. That was hot.
Yeah, subbed and dropped it. You need to fix your Ian, your alerts, because right now you get like a little bouncy thing instead of my little draw boy I animated.
What the heck?
It's all about me. It's all about me.
Well,
I'm
maybe
complaining about.
we'll fix that tomorrow when we're working on StreamerBot. We can
sounds good.
make it way more
Love
robust
it.
and stuff too.
Okay, cool. For those of you who are back or whatever, look, I will never tell you to spend money on us, but we appreciate like Dr. Soundcheck. That's super nice of you. Appreciate it. If any of you do want to avoid ads, you can do that by subscribing. And you don't even have to spend money. If you have Prime, you can drop a Prime sub if you want to. And that will have you avoid all ads as time goes forward. We'd be happy to not show you any ads, but they make us. So
Yeah.
that's one way to avoid them.
Yep.
We gotta get paid
everybody
somehow.
wins.
Well, by we, I mean
That's-
you guys. I'm not getting paid
Oh,
yet.
man. Oh yeah, you'll be there soon. You'll get there. You're consistent.
I will get there soon. I'm about to be consistent all year.
Shit. Dr. Soundcheck, thanks for the tier 1 gift sub. Gianna is now in the club.
Wow.
No ads. Welcome.
I do
Welcome.
want to stream a bit more this year because
I'm gonna try more too.
especially as I like work on my game and stuff.
Oh,
Hot,
we're getting sexy.
hot. That's really sexy. Oh, now it's not.
What?
Actually, you know what? It might be even more sexy.
It's the sexiest music there is. I mean,
I think you're right. This is the sexiest. This is the sexiest music. Oh my god! Can I?
do you know
talk?
the internet culture behind that song, Matt? Or
No.
It's goddamn. We're gonna get this right next time.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I swear. You're gonna get frog.
There was a Reddit thread that went very viral across.
So
the
first of
internet
all, that
where
song is
a guy-
called Seabat by Hudson Mohawk.
Oh, are you talking about the Reddit thread where the dude like fucks to that song?
Yes.
And
That's the one.
everybody was trying to figure out how he actually like what part of it he's actually like rhythmically thrusting to.
Exactly.
He's talking about how his girlfriend could tell because she apparently they banged like multiple times to that song, and eventually
He
she
keeps
was like,
putting
"Hey,
it on.
can you stop like putting that song on?" And he was like, "Okay." And then he just continued thrusting to the same beat, even though they weren't
like-
listening to it anymore. And she was
I
like,
know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing. Please stop.
That's so
Yes.
funny.
Yes. I
And he
know
was like, came to
exactly-
the internet like distraught, and it's
Yeah.
like, come on, man,
What? How are you
You're the villain in this.
You're the villain to this. How are you fucking to this right
Oh
now?
my god.
Yes, that's the one.
We have
so
a hype
that-
train
that-
going on in the fucking chat right now. This is ridiculous.
What?
Hell yeah,
Alright.
guys. Hell
oh
yeah.
my gosh, Leviathan Den just gifted subs.
Oh my god,
Holy-
so many
holy
gifted
moly.
subs. What is happening?
Hell
What
yeah,
is
No one will
guys.
ever have
Hell
to
yeah.
see an
what
ad
is
again.
happening?
8 tier 1 subs. Our first hype
Welcome.
train. Choo choo. I think
Oh my
in the
god.
history of doing this show.
What?
Appreciate you, Dan. That's
8
amazing. What a
subs.
guy.
Why? What? We bring
I
no
fucking
benefit
love
to
you.
anybody. This is a
love you all.
We
zero
love you.
sum.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
Absolute
Wow.
legend.
That's right.
Let's give it up. Give it up for Den.
They sound like they're screaming. Are they screaming?
No,
Yeah,
they're
the
in love.
Are they okay?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, they're turning on him.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
hey, he
No,
helped
now
us
they're
out.
Oh my
booing.
god.
Now
Get-
they're booing.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh god.
Concert.
Oh,
my
everyone
God.
take
Oh my
cover.
God.
Take cover.
Everyone, get down! Holy shit.
Holy that was crazy. He really stirred up the crowd. It's like kicking a beehive or something. I don't know what the hell that was.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Is everybody okay?
Guys,
Is everybody okay?
I'm okay. Are you hit?
I think I'm okay. I think I don't have. Wait, hold on.
Alright.
I was
wait.
only grazed. It's fine.
Hold on. Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna have to go somewhere after the show's over. But it's, you know.
Okay, just put pressure on
Oh
it
no,
for now.
Ian.
Just put
I'm
pressure
fine.
on
Put
it.
I'm
pressure
fine.
here. I'll give you a bandage. I'm by the way, I'm just handing you a band-aid.
Thank you.
You can just put that in the wound.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
Just get in there.
Okay.
Just get in there.
Right.
Just get it really. Put pressure on it. You'll be okay.
Okay.
So
we're just gonna have to power through this show, you guys. It's okay.
Ian's rapidly losing blood. We're near the end of the show. This is the part where we do plugs. I think we should start with our guest.
Well, wait,
I know you already plugged a little bit.
Shouldn't we see everybody's drawings first? Because like,
oh, I just thought he was finishing up, so I thought we could kind of do both.
I'm about to finish. I'm so close.
Okay, let's do it then.
Do not finish.
Do not come. So yeah, do the plugs.
There was a whole thing in the chat happening where they were all doing different versions of
I saw that.
Because we were talking about the different timelines. And I saw I'm gonna complete. That was pretty fun. I also saw
I'm gonna
conclude.
Oh, I'm about to conclude. I'm so close to concluding.
Do not conclude. Do not.
I'm so close to concluding.
Man, our crowd is. I'm never gonna like. I don't want to surprise them again. Ian is losing blood. I can see it. You can tell the amount of blood he has by how low he gets on his camera.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm dying.
He has less blood.
Just keep putting pressure on it, all right?
We should plug our shows.
We're almost finished. Yeah, put
some dirt in it.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Oh.
Well, Frog is finishing up. Frog, do you have any? I don't know if you can talk and draw, but do you have anything? You've already kind of done a little bit of plugging, but feel free to,
yeah, post
anything else or
type your name
mention or talk about your channel.
Type the name of the game in the chat so that people know how to spell it.
So, here, let me open. So my video game, which will be released in probably 5 years, but it will be in alpha or early access or whatever you want to call it on Steam, as long as I'm on schedule in 3 years. So, here, where's my shit? Where's my shit? Hold on. Chat. Okay. It's gonna be called Abeyance. Abeyance. Do you want me to define abeyance for you?
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay. Abeyance. So it's abeyance. It's a noun. It's a state of temporary disuse or suspension.
Interesting.
Let me use it in a sentence. Matters were held in abeyance pending further inquiries.
Whoa.
It's usually a law term, but I'm using it not in a law term.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I won't tell you what it's about because I'd rather have you hit up their VOD or my VOD and it's like halfway.
You told us a little
like,
bit about what it's about.
But like it's basically you're dead, you're on an island, the island is purgatory, you work for Death. Death is surrounded by a bunch of cats. He loves cats.
Whoa.
You
didn't
have
know that part. Love that.
I forgot about that part. That's like a big part.
I do like that part. That's
and
an
then-
immediate selling point to me.
Thank you. And basically you're a little skeleton guy that has a flower growing out of his head. The decisions that you make will create a unique ending for you and a unique reasoning as to why you died for you. And by the end of the game, you will have a different flower growing out of your head than somebody else. So it's a cool, wholesome, fun little like dialogue heavy, story heavy video game that I am designing for the next 5 years. I'm in my first like quarter of development, and I'm going to be streaming on, at the Great Frog Wizard on Twitch. I'll be streaming gameplay of any game, as well as my process. So during like daytime, I will be, making my game or working on artwork or working on things and explaining the process to you, and we'll just chill, and then we'll play video games. And
Love that.
The other thing I'll plug is that YouTube, same name, The Great Frog Wizard. YouTube will have similar content. I will do deep dives into mechanics. I will have dev vlogs. I will have goofy vlogs that have nothing to do with game development and more towards creativity. If you like creativity, if you like drawing, if you feel like you have a creative bone in your body, come give me some love. That's
everybody.
That's what I got.
everybody watching this, go over and subscribe to him. Definitely do that. If you like our show, you're gonna love his stuff. His channel's very positive and fun and creative, and it's a good vibe over there. If you know, I'll say it once more. If you follow us, follow Frog. He's great. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
This has been really fun. We'll have you back for sure whenever you want.
Hell yeah. I feel like I've been back here a couple times, and I love it every time.
I've got some creative cartilage, says Mad Lad, which I'd love to hear.
I love that.
That's great.
Creative cartilage is the hottest thing you could have said to me. I'm ready to reveal my shit.
Let's reveal.
Let's reveal.
I'm dying to see.
I'm ready to conclude.
These are fun.
These are good.
I feel bad for little Bulby over there. I love your drawing of Bulbasaur, by the way. It's great.
It's so simple.
Like,
it's so
he's
simple.
like, oh shit.
What the
Some Pal World energy over there. He's about to get shot.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
That's a great Terminator Pokemon, by the way. Like the whole like funny thing you did, like the whole you basically made a comic and it's very funny. But if you just did your character design of your Terminator Pokemon, that's fucking awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man.
Turn him into a little tank.
He's level 69, guys.
I did see that.
Hell yeah.
And I like how his health bar is coming off the border.
I did a Terminator 2 Pokemon.
You sure did.
I really love it.
It's an interesting interpretation of Terminator as a Pokemon.
It is.
I tried to do something different. It's almost divided. It's almost like the Terminator fell into a Pokemon. And I don't know. Is the thumb up always there? I guess for this to be a Terminator Pokemon, you'd think so.
What if?
But there's a lot of questions to be answered.
What if, when it uses its attacks, it throws shit with that hand?
I love that. That'd be great.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like they'd call it like a Gato Muerte.
A Gato Muerte?
That's a good name. I like that. And it's exotic. Fancy.
Choose me if you want to live, says Mad Lad. That's great. That's a really great Pokemon Terminator joke right there.
Gato La Vista.
Gato La Vista. Gato La Vista.
Terminator.
Ian, I like your guy's little mask. It's not quite an Arnold. This is like the prototype before they got to the sweating like actual human looking.
I tried to go like if like a Gen 1 Pokemon was a Terminator Pokemon. Yeah. So like I tried to go for it kind of feels
he hasn't evolved yet.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, a Terminator can kind of transform into like a person, like, you know, or it's like it's made to look like a person, so it kind of, you know, and that's the idea behind it.
You son of a bitch.
I love it. Great job.
Well, guys, I love your drawings.
I am so proud of you and you.
Not quite the right movie, but it works.
Indeed. Well, I'm glad you put some Arnold quotes on your soundboard. That's great.
That was really good.
I just wanted this one.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, that's
perfect. Like manly handshake.
You gotta.
Then get to the chopper was right next to it, and I was like, "Well,
you gotta
grab that here, throw it in the cart."
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt or Frog, for being here. This is a great time. Super fun. God, even at the end, I just can't do it. I'm just brain broken.
I know. It's a hard adjustment, and Frog is probably what I'm gonna go by for the foreseeable future. So
sorry we doxed you 300 times.
Nah, it's okay. I'll go by Matt. It's fine, but also please fucking call me Frog.
I will.
You got it, Frog. You got it, Matt.
Thank you. God damn it.
Thanks everybody for watching the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks Lotus Clock, Mad Lad, Gianna, Margot from Matt's chat. Who else? There's too many people. We have too many people love us. We can't. Mad Lad. Did I say that already? Leviathan. I say things multiple times. Thank you for this, Dr. Soundcheck. Thank you for the subs from Leviathan Den and Dr. Soundcheck. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you all.
Yes, we love you all. Thank you, everybody.
We got good people.
We do. I'm very
And we'll
happy
see
with
you
the people we
tomorrow.
have. That's right. We'll see you
We'll be
guys
back
tomorrow. Provided
Bye,
my
Dr.
computer doesn't
Soundcheck.
fucking explode or something like
If
that.
it doesn't engulf in flames, we'll be doing both the WoW stream and DrawBomb After Dark tomorrow.
Very cool. I'm
So
excited.
tune in for both of those.
I enjoyed the first WoW stream.
After dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like that? Isn't that sexy?
I really, that's really hot. I like that.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's suitable for work, but
Yeah.
It sounds like it's not safe for work.
I know. Yeah,
It's after dark.
you're expecting to see some
We get
penetration, but there is none.
We get a little bit sexier during DrawBomb After Dark, but we still don't show any nipple.
That's right. I undo
Oh,
a button,
no
but not too many buttons.
We'll show nipple during my Yakuza streams.
And in the DrawBomb After Dark, we will show whole. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching the show. Just silence after I said that.
I
Appreciate
had to
you all.
register it. I had to register that. Oh my god.
It could,
Okay,
we didn't
sorry.
say which.
Sign-
The mystery
sign off.
is the fun part. Thanks everybody for the longer we're here, the sooner we're going to go
We
against
need to
TOS.
leave. We need to leave.
All right,
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you everyone for being here.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.